Maria. It's the Cuisinart frozen yogurt ice cream and gelato maker. It's 2 quarts. It's a lot of fun to use and you can do a lot of different things. The great thing about making ice cream and frozen desserts at home is that you can control all the ingredients that you put into your frozen desserts. So let's look at the unit. Here in the front, this is a control panel and it lights up. First, you have your ice cream, gelato, and sorbet functions. So you pick those depending on what you're going to make. And what happens is you add you prepare your ingredients, you add them inside, then you just choose your function, and you'll see the start button starts flashing, and then you just press it to start it or press it to stop it. So it's really, really simple and easy to use. This unit happens to be white with stainless accents. And then what else comes with the unit is your lid, and here this insert comes out. This is your pour spout where you can actually add the ingredients directly into the bowl. I'll show you that. This is your mixing paddle. This is the paddle that you use depending on everything that you're going to make with your frozen yogurt and ice cream and sorbet maker. This is your freezer bowl. I mentioned that it has a 2-quart capacity. You can see how frosty it is because I put it in the freezer overnight. That's an important thing to do. Make sure a minimum is 8 hours to prepare it to be used, but we recommend that you do it like overnight. So what we're gonna do today, this is so simple and easy to use. We actually are gonna make a hazelnut style gelato, which is really tasty. Basically what we did was we took the ingredients, the recipe is in the instruction manual, but we took all the ingredients necessary and cooked them together. So that's your milk and your spread, and I think there's also some other sugar, and also I think there's either baking powder or baking soda, I can't remember which, that you all cook all together, and then you're going to let it cool at least for 2 hours, and this is the mixture that you're going to get. And then all we're going to do, it's important that that's cold before you actually put it inside the unit. All we're going to do, you could pour it through this hole, but I just don't want to make sure I don't make a mess. Just pour this inside and scoop everything out. So we don't miss any little tasty bits there. And then all we're going to do is put the lid on. And the lid is curved in the front. That's the part that goes on the front. And this actually holds down the mixing paddle. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn it on, we're going to let it mix, and then towards the end I'm going to add the actual hazelnuts to it. So let's get started. And the other thing too I want to mention is that this has an auto off feature, so when it's done it'll turn off automatically. So I'm going to turn it on, and then we're going to come back and you're going to see how beautifully we've made a gorgeous dessert. So what we're going to do is we're going to add our hazelnuts at this point. We're just going to remove this little lid insert and put them in. And we're going to just give it a few minutes to mix, and then it'll be all done. Okay, so let's turn the machine off. It's done mixing. And let's remove our lid and our paddle. It's good to have a spatula handy for this part, so you can just get the gelato away from the paddle. Looks really yummy. The great thing about making homemade ice cream is it's not only fun, but it's flavorful. It's also great too, because you know if you want to use really super high quality ingredients, you can. You know exactly what's going in your ice cream. So that's, get the paddle. Okay. I'm just going to turn this upside down so I didn't save a bowl. Let's scoop it out. If this is really nice and firm, so we're just going to plate it directly. And if you wanted, you could have saved a few of the hazelnuts so that you could sprinkle them on top. I didn't think to do that. It's a really generous portion. But it's really tasty, it's really flavorful. It's actually really pretty too. So there you have it, the Cuisinart Gelateria Ice Cream Sorbet and Gelato Maker.